Greetings and welcome to the 41st episode of Retro Rant. It is time for some Commodore Amiga goodness again, taking a look at Darkmere The Nightmares Begun, released by Core Design in 1993. Darkmere is an Amiga exclusive isometric adventure RPG that I didn't have back in the day, but I had a chance to play it on an English Amiga board competition, and I must say I was very pleasantly surprised, at least initially. So let's see whether this game can survive the Retro Rant treatment. Following the Prince of Persia review, you play again as a prince, even though this time you are an elf. Your name is Ebrin, and your dying father has entrusted you with an enchanted sword. Wielding this sword, you must redeem the kingdom upon which a dark cloud called Darkmere has descended, bringing with it all sorts of evil, such as orcs, dragons, and door-to-door salesmen. The graphics of Darkmere are simply superb. I adore this chunky pixel art, and I think it doesn't get any better than this. Every single location is designed in great detail, and the use of color creates a fantastic atmosphere that is sure to have you immersed in the game world. I also liked the introduction as well as the pictures before each of the levels of the game. The Bitmap brothers or Psygnosis could have learned a thing or two by studying Darkmere's superb visuals. The sound of Darkmere is quite decent, although not as remarkable as the graphics. There is only some nice music in the beginning, and the rest of the game consists only of ambient sounds and sound effects. These are quite competent and add to the overall atmosphere, yet I would have liked some more music. The controls are a bit of a pig though. Although they are a breeze compared to the isometric crapathon that is Cadaver, at least control-wise, Darkmere feels as clunky as peeling an orange while wearing boxing gloves. Ebrin is an elf, a race which is renowned for grace and nimbleness. Yet he moves around like a stout lorry driver after a 5-course meal. The inventory system is unbelievably unwieldy, and it gets even slower as you obtain more items. I had to wait for 2-3 seconds for the damn inventory to open in my A500. Thankfully, having a faster Amiga helps. The combat is also laughable, but at least it is like Street Fighter 2 compared to Cadaver. The gameplay of Darkmere is a mixed bag. On one hand, we have a fantastic atmosphere with huge maps to explore and a variety of characters to meet. The game is very addictive and immersive, and I found myself sinking hour after hour, completely oblivious to the passage of time. There are also a few side quests, lots of places to get loot, and the game is not very linear, so you can really take a lot of time in each level. The writing is also one of the best in Amiga gaming, and I found myself examining even secondary items to enjoy the detailed, eloquent descriptions. On the other hand, the gameplay consists mainly of fetch quests. Considering that the maps are absolutely huge, there is a ton of backtracking involved, combined with lots of the aforementioned wonderful combat because of respawning enemies. This creates a deadly combination that is sure to test your patience. Even worse, in the second level, there are quite a few pathways that are almost impossible to discern, so make sure to download a map if you value your sanity. The icing on the cake for me was a known bug with the respawning enemies that made Darkmere crash every time, and I eventually couldn't progress and gave up on the game altogether. You might be luckier than me. Although Darkmere feels like an RPG, there are no experience points to be gained and your equipment does not improve. You only get some potions that can improve your health, your strength, and your stealth, but nothing more than that. And to be honest, you will barely need it, since the battles are very easy and uninteresting. You reclaim a bit of health when you wound the bodies, so you will hardly see your hit points reaching critical levels, and even then there is a ton of food around. Nothing beats some goat cheese you just picked up from the ground next to a carcass. Yum! After every level, your items get all taken away, and this can be a blessing in disguise because of the terrible slowdown caused by carrying too much. The save system is a bit weird as well, since you can only save by consuming a time reverse potion, so you only have a finite number of saves depending on the number of such potions that you have. Fortunately, in the WHD load version this has been fixed and you can save the game to your heart's content. Overall, Darkmere is an above-average title that will appeal to fans of the genre. While very flawed, it remains 1,000 times better than Cadaver in every department, so if you like these isometric RPGs, I would recommend that you track down this one. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time!